In this demonstration, I'm going to cover reliability analysis, cost of equipment, and a couple other utilities found under this icon right here, the bar chart. I'll click on that. I'll go to the first screen tab, Equipment Reliability, and again you have the same date filter boxes that were demonstrated in the other analysis videos. So in this case we have several different analysis methods we can use. MaintSmart's using military standard reliability analysis, so there's several you can use here. I'm going to go ahead and try this instantaneous failure rate, and I'll kind of explain what this does as we go through it. I'm going to put in a week's worth of runtime. So let's just say we run 24/7, so that's 168 expected production hours. Yeah, I'll pick a piece of equipment out of here, and when I click OK, MaintSmart tried to go back the 9,999 days I had in here, but didn't find data in that date range. It did find data for runtime during these dates. Now the runtime data is entered under this icon up here. So what this is this is telling the program when you expect the equipment to run. And then the reliability analysis will look at the downtime and see how long it actually did run. Okay, so what we've got here, we've got this big long number, instantaneous estimate of reliability. What this is telling us, if it's below 1, it's saying that we have a decreasing failure rate, and that's what you want. Okay, that means over that date span we actually started going down in our failure rate, so we're improving, so to speak. And the other bit of information here that's pretty valuable is expected to fail during. So during any 7-day 24-hour runtime, we have a 2.72% chance of this equipment failing based upon our previous date range of failures. And then we have our mean time between failures. Okay, so that's one of the reliability analysis methods that we can use. Okay, moving across the tabs here, I'm going to go to cost of equipment. And what this does is this compiles all the costs of the equipment based upon a grouping of by year, month, week, or day. So I'm going to look at it by the month. And this date filtering here is a little bit unique. We have the normal date filter box, so I can go back 20 years or whatever that amounts to, but I can just select certain months out of the year. Maybe I just want to look at the summer months, months 6 through 8, for example. So this is going to look at June, July, and August over this date span. I click Inquire, and MaintSmart populates this based on cost. Okay, and the cost is for labor based upon what you've entered as a labor expense under the personnel screen over here. Okay, so we have this data. What we can do is we can go File, Print, Report, Current View, or Current View with Chart. If you like the chart, you can get that. Otherwise, it's just raw data. Okay, so that kind of points out the heavy hitters. The red highlighted designate that it's above average for this plant. Okay, so that's our cost of equipment. Causes of failures. What this does, this will actually integrate the reliability analysis into the PM system. So I'm going to go ahead and take that same piece of equipment. And I'm going to do causes versus PM tasks. Okay, so what happens when I bring this up is I have the equipment, and then I have a failure cause in the meantime between failure. Okay, so what this is telling me is that every 854 days, this piece of equipment, on the average, will fail for this reason, safety interlock open. These tasks are preventive tasks that have already been entered into MaintSmart under the cause to task mapping screen. In this screen, you map a failure cause to a preventative task, saying basically if I do this task I can prevent this failure cause. Okay, so when we look at this we see that it's bound to fail based upon our data every 854 days. And right now we're doing this task every 30 days and we're doing this other task every 365. So we really don't need to do anything with this. Maybe we need to add another task. Where this would really come into play would be if, for example, our mean time between failure was, say, 180 days, and we were doing this particular task, check and repair cords and conduit, every 365 days. What we may want to do is change our interval on our PM. We could actually do that right here, and I'm just going to do that for an example. In this case, it wouldn't be appropriate, but we'll just do it so you can see how it works. Okay, so we can change it to 180, hit OK, and now if we go to the PM screen and look at check and repair cords and conduit, it's now going to be 180. So you can actually tweak your PM list from right here. So that's the main parts of this analysis screen that I wanted to cover. We do have another tab on PM assignments, which will be drag and drop PMs, that I will cover in another video.